So I have 3 projects out this year alone by May. And the reason why is the goal setting and mainly stockpiling my content. That's what I'm about, dog. So what I did is over the summer, I made about 70 tracks. I made 70 songs.
70.
Yeah, 70, like over the summer. And then I dwindled that down to 22. I was like, okay, this is whack. Throw this out. I can resample this here. I can use these drums here. I can use this here. These lyrics aren't good. Okay, I'll shift these lyrics to this song. And I slowly dwindled it down to about 22 songs. And then I took those 22 songs and divided them into 3 projects. And I was like, this fits here, this fits here, these fit here. All right, cool. I got 3 projects, 3 concepts, 3 stories I'm telling. So they're all different things, and you kind of I like to let the songs do the work, man. It's if I start matching songs up together for a play, I'm thinking of it as a playlist, and then it kind of becomes a project. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Black Boy wasn't really planned. I kind of wrote and produced that in 3 days. I was just alone in my house, really down and really depressed and really drunk. And I just wrote and produced everything. And and it was about just different things that had been happening. You know what I mean? It's George Floyd and stuff like that. And it just kind of sparked a thing. I created the sessions and just started piecing it together again with things. Some of those things are were from other songs that I wrote, and I just repurposed them. So I think stockpiling content, setting goals, super, super important. Just don't get the goals confused with your process. Goal setting is its own process, you know?
Yeah. And did you let other people hear that stuff, or are you going through and just making the decisions on whack?
I let tons of people hear it. As I was making the 70 songs, I was sending out to tons of people. What do you think? What do you think? Because also I hadn't made music in about a year, and I just moved back. As soon as I moved back from Atlanta, my laptop got stolen. My bag got stolen. I had my laptop, my tablet, everything. So I didn't have a laptop for I hadn't made music in almost a year, and I didn't have a laptop for the first couple months I was here. Then I got a new laptop, and I was like, yo, I got a little bit of money. I'm just gonna buy Logic and switch my DAW because I'm starting from scratch anyway. Even my external drive was in that bag that got stolen. So I don't even have stems. I don't have, baby pictures of my son. Everything was gone. So I was like, all right, since I'm starting from scratch anyway, switch the DAW. Perfect time to switch my DAW and learn a new DAW. So, but I was sending that stuff out to tons of people because, mainly I was figuring out how to mix in Logic, and I was trying to figure out the ins and outs of that particular DAW, and okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I make this work? You know what I mean? Just hitting people yo, what do you think? What does this sound like to you? How are you feeling about this track? And then experimenting with new sounds too. It was I have a new DAW now. The one thing I was lucky about is I had literally given one of my boys all of my drum packs a couple years ago. And these are drums that I personally built over more than a decade. These are my personal drums that I built. They weren't from I didn't buy them or anything, or I built these up, dude. So I'd given those to him, and I told him what happened. He was like, oh, yo, you need your drums? And I was like, yo, you have my drums? What? So I did have that. But yeah, I was experimenting with new sounds, trying new stuff. So I made most of the decisions, but there were a lot of influences on those songs, and a lot of people heard them. They just didn't hear where everything is at now. When I got it to 22, no one's heard that. Maybe a few friends of mine, but that's the stuff I'm putting out now.